Okay, folks, want to talk to you on a few things. This is a citizenship development here too called Imperial Bay. This is a real nice one. It is outside of Frigate Bay. It's on the edge. It's actually in Half Moon Bay area. It was built several years back. Right behind it is another place called the Koi Resort. That is another one. You can see it in the back there. That's another citizenship by investment development. Now, that has mostly fractional units. These are 4 units right here. But I will tell you, as I mentioned to you before, I think your location is probably better in Frigate Bay, although Half Moon Bay is real nice here. The thing is you're not going to get accessibility close to beaches here. You will have to take your car and drive. Now, Koi is right on the ocean front, but they are fractional units, so you have to decide if you can get full units there, but you're going to pay a lot if you put the fractions all together to get the full unit. So this is something you have to think about. I'm going to walk up here because the no-see-ums are pretty bad out here today. We're close to dark. I wanted to go over a few things with you. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I know we've had a lot of people talking about the complaints and stuff going on with this student loan program, in the U.S. Some of the stupid programs they have there where they're forgiving loans up to $20,000 on people that have student loans. And you got people that never went to college that they're having to pay for that in their tax dollars, and they never even went to college, and they're having to fund that in their tax dollars. I mean, it's incredibly stupid, the policies that they're making in the U.S. now. I just saw the other day on TV where now they're looking at building 5,000 more rooms for these illegals to get to put in these illegals that are coming across the border because they're running out of room. Guess who's paying for that? Tax money, tax dollars. That's what it's been paying for. It's coming out of your pocket, okay? The government is bringing in these people. Unlimited amounts of people are coming across the border, and they're just building new buildings, new rooms for them, and it's come out of your tax dollars. I mean, it's just incredible, the stupidity. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I think the government today is worse in the U.S. than it ever has been. I mean, it's just really out of control. You probably know this guy, Djokovic, who's the #1 tennis player in the world. He's a pretty big libertarian. He refused to get vaccinated. They won't even let him play in the U.S. Open because he didn't get vaccinated yet. They're bringing thousands of people, tens of thousands across the border. Millions of people are coming across the border. And these people are not even being checked for COVID-19. And they haven't contributed at all, anything. Yet here's a guy who's #1 in the world in tennis, Djokovic, and he can't even come and play in the U.S. Open because they say he's not vaccinated. But they're letting these people come across the border, and they're not even checking them. And it's just incredible, the stupidity that the government in the U.S. is doing. I just can't understand the reasoning on the stuff that they do. It just blows my mind. And I saw a while back, and I think I did a video on this too, is there's a huge, massive lawsuits going on right now because a lot of these illegals that came in got separated from their families. So lawyers contacted them. Now they're trying to sue where each of these families are getting anywhere from $400,000 to $1 million each. Now, what do you think that's going to do to get people from South America or Central America up to the border of Mexico trying to get in the U.S. when you get that kind of money in a lawsuit and you don't have to do anything? I mean, this is the incredible stupidity that's going on in the U.S. Folks, you're going to have to pay for all this stuff in your tax money. It's coming out of your pocket. You got to remember, you go on the internet, pull it up. Most people in the U.S. don't make enough to pay taxes anyway. So most of the tax dollars being paid out is coming out from people at the very top. And that's probably you. You probably fit in that qualification if you're paying any income taxes. And this is the key. How can you legally end it? You can do it, but you're going to have to qualify, get your butt up, move, and qualify for the overseas exclusion, #1. You don't even have to get a citizenship to do that, an extra citizenship passport, you would have to establish residency in a country. I like St. Kitts because it does have a good residency program. You don't have to get the passport here. You can set up a income tax-free business here, qualify for the foreign overseas exclusion, $112,000 for husband, $112,000 for wife. That's $224,000 in tax deductions. Both of you get. There's all kinds of write-offs on top of that. But these are the things that you want to look for. Folks, if you're going to be getting a residency, one place I would avoid, and I'm going to do a video someday on it, is Dominican Republic. It's a very difficult place to work, to get a visa. And the passport they say you can apply for after 2 years ain't going to happen. I even have a lawyer over there that lied to me, said that you're not required to take a Spanish test, found out you are. This is the type of corruption stuff you get over there. It's really difficult to get good, honest advice. So my advice to you is stay away from the Dominican Republic. It's got a real bad visa-free travel document. It's probably the most corrupt country I've ever been to. Now, I haven't been to Sudan or Somalia, but it's the very top of the countries I've gone to. It's a place I would try to stay away from. The residency program, the figures they tell you, you're not going to get them anywhere close to that time period. Promise you, it's just not going to happen, okay? And you're going to get disappointed because they take 2 years before you can apply for the passport. Folks, it's going to take you at least 5 to 7 years to get that passport, promise you. Okay, this is how slow and inefficient that place is. And even when you get the document, you're still going to have to get visas everywhere you go because the passport travel is so bad. And you're going to have to learn Spanish, no matter what anybody tells you, okay? And you'll get different answers because they've got so many lawyers over there that are dishonest. It's just amazing. I got story after story to tell you on lawyers we've dealt with over there. I mean, it's incredible. One of them went to jail, worked right in the immigration department. It's just not a good place to get residency and citizenship. Now, I like St. Kitts. It's English speaking, no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and your property tax is almost zero. It's 0.20%, whatever you're purchasing with a $29,600 US exclusion before that 0.20% kicks in. Now, I'm actually walking in Half Moon Bay. This is a real pretty area. As you can see, houses here up high overlooking the ocean here. Views are just knockouts. The properties over here have done extremely well. This is one of the best areas as far as appreciation goes. Now, Koi Resort, which is down below this, you've also got Imperial Bay, which are citizenship developments. They're actually in Half Moon Bay. Most of them are in Frigate Bay, but those two are actually in Half Moon Bay, or what's called New Haven area, okay? We might pick up a little bit of wind up here. I got to get up a little bit high anyway, get these no-see-ums off of me. They're driving me nuts. Usually I don't feel them, but August is probably the only month we don't have much wind. August and maybe part of September. Then after that, man, it's windy as all get out here all the time. It's almost dark here, but I wanted to get this video in first and go over a few things with you. And that is, I had some people talking about, asking me questions about Argentina, Paraguay, the other residency type programs that they're asking for. If you particularly want to go to those places, not to get the citizenship, the residency, maybe you got a girlfriend, husband or wife that lives there, and it's more of a family tie. That's different. But if you're picking a citizenship program, folks, go with the fast track program first. Get that under your belt, and then if a residency by investment comes through, fine. If it doesn't come through, then that's fine too, because you've already got the second passport in hand through the Fast Track program. And as I mentioned to people before, St. Kitts is the best option because no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. But it's not just that. You're looking at an English-speaking country. It's close to the U.S. and Canada, so you can get to either place pretty quick. And so these are the things that you want to be looking for as accessibility, especially if your kids are living back in those places and they're grown. These are things that you'll be glad that you did, because if they don't want to come with you, you need to have accessibility where you can go back real quick. And that makes life so much easier, especially if you're married on a second marriage and you got stepkids involved. I'm going to tell you, man, it can really complicate your issues in marriage. So you really should try to heed to getting close to where, if you're marrying a woman and she's got kids from another marriage, then you should be close to where those children are. You don't have to be in their backyard, but I'm talking about you need to be a few hours flying distance or you could have a problem, okay? These are some things that I would really be thinking about big time. But I want to do a picture up here too, close to sunset, just to show you how pretty it is up here. It's probably going to come a little bit darker in the actual video. But I would stay away from, like I said, places that are in Central, South America, that are residency programs where the English language is not spoken. When I say it's not spoken, it's not the main language. You're going to run into a lot of frustration. Panama is one of them, Nicaragua, places like El Salvador. Most people there can't speak English, so you're going to be, and everything's going to take a lot longer. But nothing's more frustrating than not speaking the language and then everything being mañana, that they take forever to get anything completed. That can drive you nuts. So these are some really things that I would be thinking about good. I had to take my wind blocker off because for some reason it wasn't working. And I wanted to get this video out real quick, so you might hear some wind in this video, but that's okay. The wind shouldn't be too bad because it's actually not too bad today. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You get new videos automatically as they come out. And we got over 700 videos, almost 800 now. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Okay, as I mentioned before, I would try and stick with your fast track programs first. Stay away from countries like Argentina unless you got family there. They're going to tax you heavily on your worldwide income when you go there. You need to be looking at places like this, because why go from the U.S. or another high-tax country to another country that taxes you on your worldwide income? It doesn't make sense. I see so many people move from one fire and then step into another one. Okay, pick pure tax-saving countries or territorial tax programs. These are the programs you want, whether they're residency or citizenship by investment. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to spend a long time getting that passport going the slow way. And I have found out it's more costly because of your time made, and then a lot of people end up abandoning the program, the residency programs that lead up to citizenship, because maybe something happened, it doesn't work in their business there, so they end up moving to another country and they never got the passport. This is a real mess. And then you do another international move, and a lot of times they have problems in their business because they're not a citizen. And I've mentioned this before to everybody, always get a second passport, because it's not just the visa-free travel, it's not just the tax advantages, it throws you in the category with citizens that can participate and have a business that people that are non-citizens cannot have. I've gone over with you before, the cannabis industry. It's going to be a booming industry here in St. Kitts. We just got a new government that just got elected, and they are real big pro-cannabis. The other government, I was told, is pro cannabis as this one is. They are very close to the Rastafarians in St. Kitts, And the Rastafarians have been pushing for years to totally legalize marijuana. And I don't smoke marijuana. Personally, unless you got a health condition, I don't think it's good for you because the smoke can affect your lungs. But I'll be honest with you, if somebody wants to smoke marijuana, I think the government should let them do it just like alcohol. I mean, I don't see any difference between that and alcohol. They're both bad for you, but if you want to do that to your health, that's up to you. But I think the government shouldn't be telling you what to do. And it's different stuff like heroin, stuff like that. That's toxic stuff, man. And of course, I've always been against any sort of drugs to begin with. But I think the government should totally open up with marijuana because it would give a lot of industry in St. Kitts. All of the laws have been approved. They're a little bit slow in getting things implemented. But I think the new government, they've already said they want to get this thing. Anyway, this will open up a lot of things and get it back to normal in St. Kitts. But I'm going to tell you, the property prices are gradually moving up now. This is the time if you're thinking about getting property to do it while the prices are low. And we've got a developer right now that will pick up your legal fees, your background check fees, your government fees. Folks, that's $50,000 to $150,000 in savings that you're going to have to pay out in fees that normally you would have to pay, that you will not have to pay. If you go this route, it can save you a lot of money. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And folks, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. You get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.